Hey guys, what's up? My name is Karen and today's video is part 2 of my Bookish Canada 150 celebration. Hopefully this video has found its way onto the interweb just in time for Canada's 150th birthday on Saturday, July 1st. So my previous video was talking about some of my favorite Canadian novels from recent years in order to celebrate Canadian books. Today's video is keeping with that theme, only I am now talking about Canadian books that are on my TBR. Some of these have definitely appeared in other videos on my channel, some of them have not. My goal with this one, as with the other one, is just to introduce to you guys some books that either maybe you didn't realize they were Canadian, or hopefully just show you some options out there that might interest you in the future. So without further ado, I'm just gonna go right ahead and get started. So the first one on this list is Canada by Mike Myers. Why wouldn't you want to read a book by Shrek? So this book is basically just a collection of writing from Mike Myers all about growing up in Canada and why he loves this country so much. Like most Canadians, I freaking love Mike Myers, and when I saw that he was putting this book out to celebrate our wonderful country, I just decided I had to have it. And I'm looking forward to getting to sit down at some point and read everything he has to say about his time in Canada. Now the next book is from an author that has been mentioned quite a bit on my channel recently, and that is The Heart Goes Last by Margaret Atwood. So this book is about a couple that has to go to prison every year for 6 months of the year in order to live the glamorous life they have for the other 6 months of the year. This book just seems like such an interesting concept, and I love how Margaret Atwood continues to create crazy society after crazy society in all of her books, so I'm really excited to see what she has to offer with this one. And the next book I have is Anatomy of a Girl Game by Ashley Little. If you saw my previous video, you'll know that I absolutely loved her book, The New Normal. This book is actually about a bunch of members of a girl gang. It actually narrates their story from the multiple different point of views as well. I've actually never read a book along these themes, and I'm just really excited to see what Ashley brings with this book as well. Ashley was, of course, my advisor for my creative writing program, and she gave me some of the best advice on writing that I've ever received. So I'm really looking forward to reading more from her. And the next book I have is called Boring Girls by Sarah Taylor. This is about two girls that actually get caught up in the metal scene. And I've actually never read any books that had to do with metal music or anything like that. So I'm really excited to see how this story plays out. And the next book I have is When Everything Feels Like the Movies by Raziel Reed. I apologize if I'm pronouncing their name wrong. This is a book about a boy named Jude who is basically just trying to navigate his way through high school. I am trying to incorporate more LGBTQ books onto my TBR, and when I saw that this one was also Canadian, I just really wanted to read it, so I'm really looking forward to this one. And the next book you will of course recognize from my most recent haul video if you've been following my channel, and that is Alias Grace by Margaret Atwood. This book was inspired by the true story of a woman who ends up killing her boss and his mistress, and focuses on the story that she tells once she is in prison. Since I loved The Handmaid's Tale so much and saw that, like The Handmaid's Tale, Alias Grace was also becoming a TV show, I really wanted to read this one as well. And the next book I have is Exit Pursued by a Bear by E.K. Johnston. This is about a girl named Hermione who is a cheerleader, and one night her perfect world is basically destroyed when she is raped at a party. I've heard so many good things about this book, and I'm so looking forward to reading this one. And the next book I have mentioned in a haul video as well, and that is Station 11 by Emily St. John Mandel. So this book has a very confusing plotline, as I would have mentioned in that video as well, that has to do with an actor's death and the dystopian future that leads to afterwards. This book has gotten so much positive attention since it was first released. Knowing that it's written by a Canadian, I was really excited to finally get my hands on it. And I've included one more book on this list since it is a fellow Canadian YouTuber, and that is How to Be a Boss by Lily Singh. So this is of course her guide to absolutely conquering life and living it the way you want to. And since Lily is just such an inspiring person, I really wanted to pick this up. Those are some of the Canadian books that are currently on my TBR. I hope you guys enjoyed watching this. And that also marks the end for my Bookish Canada 150 celebration. If you liked this video, please make sure to give it a thumbs up, and feel free to leave a comment down below if you are interested in reading any of these books and want to tell me which ones those are. And if you'd like to see more bookish videos from me, make sure you're subscribed to my channel. Thank you for watching. As always, spread love and don't be a troll. Bye!